Okay, ladies, when you see how simple this is, you're going to ask yourselves why on earth you waited so long to get this tutorial from me. So I've done this with a couple of cuffs, but the way I did it with this month's cuff of the month, there's where it started. Okay, that's how it was connected as the double wrap. And I chose to make these two sizes a little bit different, not completely even, so that I can wear the smaller one lower in my stacks and wear the larger one higher up in my stacks, so that I have some options. But like with my Oklahoma cuff, I made that one perfectly even, just about, so that my mini-me could also wear them. So you have a couple of options. As far as where you want to cut it off, if you don't care about having a second cuff, then you can cut it exactly how it fits for you and discard the leftovers. So I took plain old scissors and I cut it where I wanted, which was just before the 5th rows from the peg side. I left the pegs here. I made an extra hole on this end. And then I took one of the pegs and I put it in the peg holes on this one. And then I made another hole close to the flower so that it kind of disappears once it's on. And I'll show you in a minute how to make the holes. So that's what it looks like once it's on, and the frays start to go away after you wear them long enough. So to make the holes that you need, I took just a regular small screwdriver, a little bit smaller than the hole that you want to make. And I took a mallet, a rubber mallet, and I just pounded it until I had a teeny tiny little hole, and then I worked it through the leather gently, carefully, and once I was all the way through, then I took the peg ends and I started working those through the hole so as not to make it any bigger than it needed to be, and so that it would still have a nice snug fit and not be so loose that it would easily fall off my wrist. So again, you see some fraying from the inside, but it's not noticeable once it's on, and it starts to go away once you wear it often enough. So let me show you what these look like on. This is the larger one, so I made it to wear higher up. Okay, it's easier said than done when you're under pressure to perform, which I totally feel like I'm doing right now, is trying to perform, especially with my 2 children watching over me as I make a video. They're trying so hard not to laugh right now. Okay, so here are the 2 separate cuffs, still with plenty of room to wear wherever I want in my stack. I like this one because the extra flower kind of covers some of the peg holes from the original. And this one, I've been looking for jewelry making pieces that maybe I could cover up some of these empty holes with, just because they're not necessary for anything. But I haven't found anything yet that I like to go with my cuffs. And it's not noticeable when wearing them at all, and since they fit better, they tend not to slide around and end up, since they're not so heavy, they don't end up with the pegs on top like they do sometimes when they're the doubles. So that's what I like, is it stays with the design on top, so that's what I see when I look down at my wrist. So I hope this helps you guys. I appreciate you being patient and waiting for the video. If you have any other questions, feel free to PM me. I literally had over 100 requests, so that's why this was the easiest way to do it. Someone suggested just to go ahead and make the video. So thanks, ladies.